think Charmaine's just made it onto our highlight reel, blooper reel here at the craft store. We've just seen him try and exit the window. Right, now we have got, not the window, the studio. She went out the window. Now we've got a fantastic hour ahead with Pink Frog and the lovely Hazel. How are you doing, Hazel?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Very well. Hazel, you are a crafter through and through. I love it because even just like when we were prepping for this show, the ideas you're coming with. And the thing with Pink Frog, they specialise in cardstock.
Yeah.
But I love the innovations that come through. I mean, going through the card sizes, and that's something that Pink Frog really do distinguish themselves amongst others.
Absolutely, and the idea is to try and create as little waste as possible and give the education, because if we just sold you the card, you'd watch me demo, you'd get it home and you'd be like, now what did she score? And you'd have to keep, but having that sheet come in with the card is perfect.
And with these, you're able to create such fantastic folds and specialist card blanks. No cutting. This is a brand new size. So tell us about the size, Hazel.
Okay, so this is the 12 by 36. We've got it in super smooth there. So you get 100 sheets, you get your scoring sheet with 10 folds on it. So this is kind of a landscape version of a 5 by 7 card equivalent. So a few weeks ago, we brought out an 18 by 24, I get confused with all these sizes now, and that was the portrait version. Yeah. So if I said to you it's like a baby 15 by 42, I think that's the best way of explaining it, because you can really visualise the, if you've got some of the samples there, but like being able to make your inverted steppers.
Oh, that's nice.
So it gives you that panel in the middle, just to give you an idea of size, is like 8 centimetres by 18. Yeah. So it's quite a nice, it will fit in your 5 by 7 envelope there.
And the beauty is, because it is a super smooth cardstock, you know the quality that you're getting here, how everything, you say, oh sorry, it's an easel.
That's it, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, super smooth, it's got so many guises to it. Obviously, it stamps beautifully, it blends beautifully, we can throw water at it, we can do so many techniques, and it is 300 GSM too.
It is, and so it's great for construction, but it's one of them cardstocks that if you could only have one cardstock in the world, I think it would need to be that one, because you can do so much on it.
It is an absolute catch-all. Now, we are getting busy for this, a brand new size, 100 sheets in total, $11.99 is your price, and the beauty is, there is no cutting here. No. You're getting straight to it, and you are going to be getting a sheet that gives you 10 folds straight out the box. So you'll be able to make 10 original card blanks with those 100 sheets, so the designs, I should say. Right, that's our first option for you. Super Smooth is amazing. We don't need to tell you about the virtues of Super Smooth because it's already popular, always popular, I should say, but this is a brand new size, and if you want to get hold of it, your item number is 708847. You've kind of given us such great options here, because the Super Smooth is amazing. The Pink Frog watercolour is incredible too. It
is incredible, and this is the first time we've done watercolour in the 15 by 30, but to take it to the 12 by 36, it's, you know, it gives you the options to spray and do all of your techniques on top of it. And I'm looking around for a card.
You thinking?
I can't remember where I put it, but I literally chucked everything at it. I put sprays on it, and then I constructed. It might be in that pile as you go down, but that's got some interesting techniques on there. Claire's done that one.
And that shows you, look, effectively 2 very easy scores, and suddenly you've just got a beautiful card. Or how about, I'll try and find the one that you're talking about, Hazel.
I think it's about 2 more down after that one. Well, so again, you've got your pop out.
I love that. It is 280 GSM. Oh wait, is this the one?
Next one.
Okay, wait a second.
Okay, so this is sprayed front and back with Wink Vibe sprays. So they're a dye-based spray, but you can just, you know, you can stamp onto it, you can spray it, you can heat emboss. We have actually.
Oh, sorry guys.
That's
just incredible. Look at that. That's a really nice inspiration. So what you're getting here is the ability with the watercolour cardstock, I mean, good weight to it, being 230 GSM. But Hazel showing here, you can do absolutely anything with this. Actually, I've got some boards I just want to share with you. This is good. So this really shows you the different techniques. So talk us through some of these then, Hazel.
Well, these are brand new boards, and I have to thank Claire very, very muchly. She's sunning herself on holiday, but she did the boards before she went, which was brilliant. So you can get that gorgeous torn technique on the edge there. You can see the texture in the watercolour, but it doesn't stop you from getting that nice crisp stamping onto it there.
Pencils, pens.
You could do your wet water brush techniques.
Oh, beautiful colour washes there.
There's so many. Like whether you like your embossing folders, your jelly plates, just using it as a card blank. To me, it looks expensive. It looks quality. I love using watercolour as a card blank.
So wet ink pickups, just literally on your mat and just picking that up, a mop-up technique. Texture paste coming through. How good do they look? Not so well. There's a lot going on here. There
is lots. You don't have to show them all. It's just to give you an idea.
Look, I'll show. I won't go through them, but just show you. That's another 8 techniques. There's one. Which one? Charlotte, my producer, was like, "Look at this."
So that bumblebee is hand watercolour painted by Caroline, one of our design girls.
That's lovely. Embossing folders as well. I mean, there's a lot going on there. You've got your embossing folders too. And then down here we got our drip technique.
Oh, we all like to dribble.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We'll Hazel,
sorry, it just happened.
Right. Listen, you're a crafter.
I like
bit of a dribble, nothing wrong with that technique. And then here we've got more as well. Oh, look at it. That's interesting. Crumpled paper effect.
Oh, I love, Oof. Really effective, isn't it? Like real old leather.
Heated embossing. I mean, this is all on watercolour cardstock.
Yeah.
And it is, I know we've got to move on, but you've got to think, we were talking about the versatility of the Super Smooth. The watercolour cardstock is just as versatile. $14.99 is your price there. 528177 your item number, and you are getting 50 sheets. Okay. Now, we're back to the Super Smooth, and we're back to an original size. Am I right in saying we haven't seen this size before, Hazel?
It's been on once before.
Okay, sorry.
So this is 18 by 24, and it's equivalent to a 5 by 7 card again, but portrait way.
Perfect.
So on this one where you have a gatefold, it would look completely different to the gatefold on the 12 by 36.
And you're getting 100 sheets. It's a good size to this. And just showing you here, so there is a gatefold, but it does look different, obviously working off of a different, you sort of describe it as portrait, whereas the other side is more of a landscape. But how stunning is that? Oof. And then we can do something like this. Let's just show you. Now that's interesting. How did you do this one, Hazel?
So that one was with I made a little frame to go on a half fold.
Right.
The instructions to make that frame come with the 10.5 by 30s. It was just an additional little size that I put on there.
Lovely.
But yeah, you've got, that's a little easel card, but you can see how it's completely the other way round. So you can get so many more looks. Yeah. So you're not kind of repeating the same old.
With all the options you are getting, so whether it's this option or the 2 previous ones, we're going to get
your sheet.
Yeah, the sheet, and it's got a list of the 10 score lines, 11 score folds for it. $11.99 your price, 651356 item number. Now, you can shop ahead. There's lots on our website. So let's jump onto the website and see everything that we have to explore. 5-star reviews as well, and Pink Frog deserve every one of those stars. They really do. A fantastic company. We've got stamps as well, some gorgeous stamps. Again, 5-star review, 5-star review, 5-star review. And once you see Hazel playing, you'll realise why Pink Frog has been given all of those 5 stars. We've got some glues for you as well. It's the EVA glue. Now this has been a bit of a revelation. So many people have jumped over to the EVA. Just going to show you the EVA. I've got a bottle. So that's your EVA. It's a natural pH adhesive. That's really important because, Hazel, you were telling me for scrapbooking, for archival, you can use this for your book binding in there as well. I'm so sorry, Chris. I don't know how, I'm making life so hard for Chris recently. We work together. I don't know why, dude. So let me just show you a board, because you created this board.
I did create that board because you see that shiny bit there, that little square, that's mirror board. Now, usually when you glue behind mirror board with a wet glue like a PVA, you will see wiggly lines. Oh. So with the EVA, you don't, because it hasn't got that content of water in.
That's perfect. And with the, I mean, I've worked with a little bit with the glue, and one thing stood out: no odour to this as well. Yeah. So we perfect our matting, our layering. It was really quick grab.
It is a quick grab, and you can stick a number of things. So there's a glass bottle on there. if you pick the board up using the glass bottle.
Okay. I'll hold it. Just hold. There you go.
Yeah, you can turn it the other way. It won't. It's solid. Obviously, don't really shake it because we'd look stupid if it fell off.
No, but that is. I mean, it is solid.
No, but you've got metal on there. You've got glass beads. Don't ask me why we've got a makeup sponge on there. I just was looking for stuff to fill up the board, and that's what I came across. That little bit of red rope down there, stuck solid.
It's great for our ribbons.
There's a tiny strip of acetate going down the side by the makeup. Yeah, it sticks solid. You've got metal. You've got hessian. You've got chipboard and grey board and ribbons.
It won't yellow.
No, it's flexible as well.
Oh, now this is a really important point, because have you ever been in a situation where you've used a glue and over time it's got brittle and kind of then the glue breaks? It still keeps its flexibility.
Absolutely,
and it doesn't go brittle over time.
No, no.
And it is archival, and it was actually designed for bookbinding. I will just show you EVA glue. Whenever we feature it, it absolutely flies. It is a very, very good glue, and we don't even need to water it down as well. It's a
perfect consistency for our glue bottles.
$13.99 is your price. 538442 item number. Just want to mention the non-clog glue bottles that work so well with the EVA. We were just describing it. So we have got these. We're going to show you a picture of your. These are brilliant, by the way. The non-clog, because every crafter, without exception, if you're a paper crafter, can relate to clogged glue bottles. These will prevent that pain. $13.99 is your price. 603282 your item number. Okay, what we're going to do now is get to demonstration. We're playing with our brand new sizes. If you do have any questions, please get in touch, studio@thecraftstore.com. But it is all about the 12 by 36. So what are we going to do, Hazel?
Okay, so I'm going to work with an easel card to start off with, but I did want to show you, on the sheet, there's two different styles. So this one is made from a Z fold, but folded the other way over. So that's kind of your traditional easel card. And then we've got one on there that says easel with no mat. And it starts off like this. And all we do is glue a section, and then that comes round and creates the easel. Oh, nice. So this one would fit into a 5 by 5 envelope. This one would fit into a 5 by 7 envelope. Yeah. So the demo that we're going to start off with, we'll start off with the 12 by 36, and we're going to go and we're going to put the halfway score in first, which is 18.
So this is super smooth?
This is a super smooth one, yeah. And for each hour, I'll do a super smooth and a watercolour demo.
Got to tell you, Hazel, we're 12 minutes into the show, your first show today, and super smooth, 30% of the stock's gone.
Wow.
30%!
And you're getting 100 in each pack as well. Fantastic. So we did that half fold at 18, we're doing one at 12, and then we're going to do one at 24. Okay. So if I break that down, we've got 3 equal sections really of 12, and the middle one we've done in half. Nice. Just depends on which way you want to remember it.
And we are getting all the instructions.
All the instructions will come. And in fact, I'm just going to go onto here and show you 12 by 36. I'm just looking down, easel with no mat. So it's very simple, score at 12, 18 and 24, which is what we've done.
Perfect.
Okay, but sometimes if you look at that, you'd look at the piece of card and you'd think, well, what's that then? Yeah. So it's a visual thing as well, and that's why I've gone over it and referred it to the instructions for you. So what I'm going to do is just fold each of those, and then if you pop that bit in the middle, so that you're getting like an M or a W.
All right, yeah.
And then open one flap up and glue that down. I'm just going to get my creaser. So that is going to give us our easel. So nice and simply, one little bit of glue. We've not chopped anything off.
Hazel, that is, I'm going to say it, the easiest easel card I think I've ever seen. And that's the beauty with Pink Frog. When they give you these sizes, they're already cut for you. So we're not having to trim down and then measure and do all of that. Literally just 2 score lines.
Absolutely.
And we're done. That's incredible.
Yeah. So we will need a little stopper for the front. So I am actually going to cut this off of another piece. Okay. Normally, I would dib into one of my I say scrap boxes, my A5, A6 boxes. So I always like to do the stopper halfway, so it's 6 centimetres. Okay. And then that would go on some of our foam pads.
Nice. Oh, we have got foam pads, by the way, on the show. So it's an adhesive foam collection. Let me just show you, because I think we've got some pictures of these. You're getting an awful lot here. So we're getting, now wait 1 second, 1,500 foam pads. And they're 25-meter foam rolls as well. Wow, I will show you the foam roll because I've got it here. When we talk about 25 meters, look, that is a jumbo foam roll. Look at this, but they're all on the tabs, and they're really nice sizes to these as well. It's funny, I remember doing a show with a guest, and they came in with these large foam pads because they're so easy just to
They
take
are.
them
You've
off.
got that easy lift tab on there.
But a lot of viewers were saying, they're sending emails saying, where do you get this from? So
yeah.
here we go.
And don't forget, you can cut into them as well. You don't have to use them that size.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I'm just going to fold that back, and we're going to attach this onto the front. So I'm just going to line that up.
Nice.
I can't do it that way.
And we do have, because 7 Day Savers are always popular. I know Pink Frog work hard to give us some great deals. Kalal, the 1 litre,
yes,
is on as a 7-day saver. We will just flash that for you. 1 litre for $15.99. I mean, look at the saving of £14. 227-990 item number. And something we all do with the large one. I know Pink Frog are a big fan of this, Hazel, decanting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you've got one of the smaller bottles,
just pour it in.
Perfect for that, yeah.
Hey.
Right, so I'm going to show you what we're going to be making now. We're going to decorate it up like this, and I'm going to use a variety of different mediums on there to give us that gorgeous, sparkly, shiny background. We're going to do some heat embossing, just to show you the capabilities of the Super Smooth. So, this is what I'm aiming for, and I've got one dry so that I can, I don't know if you can see all of the sparkle and the shine on there.
Well, how did you do that? It looks great.
Well, there's a couple of products, so I will show you, but obviously I've got a dry one that I can chop up.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with a Pearly Winks Pearl Mist Glitter Spray. Side to side shake, you can...
We love the Pearly Winks.
I can't see. Spray, yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to turn that over just in case I get it. I'm just going to spritz that over my card.
Okay. I've got some of this at home, actually. It's very good.
And then the Winky Inkies, I just love to drip the ink in.
Yeah.
And this is all I've done to make up the background.
Oh, look at that.
It's just, it gets me every time. Love it. I'm not going to go mad because obviously I know that I'm not going to be able to dry it.
Yeah. Showing how
but literally, that's as easy as it is to make a background. And I do prefer to leave it to dry on its own because it kind of stays where I want it.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that and you think, well, actually, I wanted it to move, just spritz a bit more and you'll see that that will start to move into each other.
Considering that's super smooth, and we flooded that.
We did. I sprayed it first. Yeah.
Watercolour paper, yeah.
And that will sink flat down. And you can see with this piece, it has actually gone nice and flat. And I've then added heat onto it because I've heat embossed our gorgeous text background stamp. Nice. From Typewriter Editions. So what I'll do...
That's classy.
It's a shame because I can't really hold that up to show you the sparkle. I hope you can see it as much as I can in here. Yeah. But I'm just going to mop that down. And I'm going to place it on the floor and just hope it doesn't dribble.
Okay.
So I'm just going to... Whoopsie. That sounded heavy, didn't it?
So we're 300 GSM.
Yes.
What do you expect?
So... From there, then, I just heat embossed. I used my anti-static bag when it was nice and dry, rubbed it over, and then I stamped up. So I've cut myself some matte layers.
These are beautiful colours.
This is from the spring set. Now, we've got two options. There's one on the counter with the pencils. Yeah. They're the Staedtler watercolour pencils, which I do use a lot. Or you can buy the card on its own. I think that's on. It's either on the Pol or the brand shop. I didn't check properly.
Well, we have got the spring colours and the pencils. I'm going to be getting to those in just a moment, but you can see beautiful spring colours and you're getting the pencils. And I haven't used the pencils, but I said to Hazel in our production meeting, the first thing I said, are the pencils good? And what was your response? You said
absolutely fantastic, yeah.
So you are getting those gorgeous pencils and they go over the cardstock. There are some examples of the pencils actually used on the coloured cardstock. A really nice spring, summer-like collection. And that would be perfect for flowers.
It absolutely
cut out
would,
flowers.
yeah.
I know some crafters, they like to just die cut flowers rather than using pencils or painting them, just use it quite clean.
Just adds another little bit of depth to it.
Lovely.
So I've just matte and layered some of the lilac onto the easel card there, and I've just reduced my measurements down by 1/2 centimetre. So this is 11.5 square, and then this is 5.5 by 11.5.
Cool.
So then we will take our pattern card, which we've made ourselves, which is good. And then I'm going to kind of, let me just see which way up it is. I might have to just, ooh, yes, that's better. I'm going to go this way. So this one is going to be 11 square. And I'm going to take the top part of there. And it just depends how the pattern in your card comes out. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got a nice equal border, which I have. And then so we'll do the section at the bottom, which I said was 5.5. So as easy as that. And I've still got some more left that I can use on another card. So that was, not right. 6, 5.5, it's 5. Hazel, use your brain. There you go.
Nice. That's looking good, Hazel.
So we can attach that on. Again, I'm going to opt for my EVA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, you're perfect.
Do you know what? I was aware that I was right on that side, and I thought,
don't worry, Hazel,
the
that's
poor
fine.
cameraman's going to be hating
Chris
me.
will be able to get a shot of any.
So again, just give it time, you know, go round, get it in position, and then give it a nice firm press, because you want them edges to be stuck nice and tight.
Hazel, do you know what I really like about Pink Frog?
Yeah.
Is because I do get a lot of Pink Frog products and cardstock. You know the quality you're going to get, and I think any paper craft, and this is the big thing, you understand you get what you pay for. And with Pink Frog, the quality, whether it's super smooth, the watercolor cardstock, never been disappointed. And so many extremely good crafters here at the craft store, this is their go-to. This is their cardstock of choice. And considering there is a lot of choice out there, that's...
Of course there is, yeah. It is a fantastic cardstock. I'm going to keep that out because I'm going to need some of the bits. So I have gone from our spring set, and I'm just going to use the tulip head.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop that down, and we're going to add some white powder. Whoopsie, we don't really need that much, but it's fine.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, and then we'll heat that up and just show you how well. So this tulip here is actually the lilac card that I've added some ink to. So always heat your gun up a little bit before you start.
And it's the age-old question, Hazel, do you prefer to heat from above or below?
Above.
Okay.
I'm impatient, and when it's below, you have to wait a bit longer.
Wait,
I always have been. So then I would just take some of my ink out and use a water brush. Just make sure it's nice and wet. And then I can start adding in. And then I would always take off excess and pull this colour up a bit, so it softens out into nothing, and then leave a little bit of the original lilac there. So we're just adding in a bit of dark, take off the colour, pull that through a bit, and then as that dries you can go in and add more layers if you need to. But it just shows you how you don't have to start with white card. You can use your colour card and it takes it beautifully, even though we're wetting it down. But that's how I achieved my tulips.
They're beautiful. I mean, the white emboss on that, the cardstock is such a lovely colour anyway. The white emboss just looks fantastic, and I really like the nice touch of adding the inks on top. So
yeah, and the pencils, you see, this is another thing. Oh, I'm going to have to show you now because it would be rude not to. I will quickly,
as well,
because
I have to say, lovely stamp.
It is a gorgeous stamp.
Every time I work with you, Hazel, I was like, you have fun when you craft. You enjoy it.
I do have fun, yeah. I wouldn't do it if I didn't, you know. It's nice to share.
Yeah, that's the joy of being a crafter. I think it is. It's sharing techniques.
Yeah. So if I pick out one of the blues, And then
these are pencils that we've got with the bundle?
They are indeed, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, this is good to see them in action. So we have got a bundle. You're getting that beautiful cardstock, that coloured cardstock. So it's a spring card collection with 24 watercolour pencils for £21.99. And the true test now, when it comes to a watercolour pencil, we'll see it in action. But for me, it was good. When Hazel said they were good, that's it. So I do trust Hazel's opinion.
Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my water brush. And just start with a clean brush.
Yeah.
This is going to have a tinge of purple, but that's fine.
All right.
And then pull that out from the edge. Once you've done that, you can then flick up and add that in.
You do get good movement on that pigment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They've got a lovely pigment content to them. And I just found them really, really easy to work with because I'm not by any means a colourist, but I have really enjoyed working with these.
When you consider for the price, because watercolour pencils,
you can pay a lot
really
of money.
Can.
Yeah, you can.
But these are very good. So £21.99 your price. You're getting the pencils, you're getting the cards, and I love the cardstock too in there. 487270 item number. What's the GSM for that cardstock, Hazel?
Absolutely, that's a really good question.
I want to put you on the spot.
You have put me on the spot, but I'm going to guesstimate. It's definitely 250 or more.
Okay, cool.
I'm feeling it. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Andrew's watching.
Andy, please let us know.
Andrew, what's the
I'll definitely
GSM
find
there?
out
Cheers,
for
friend.
the next hour. Okay, so then I've just got myself a couple of strips and we need some sentiments. So going into our set, I've got the typewriter sentiments and I've also got the typewriter editions, which I do like to mix and match.
I love your storage for your stamps.
It's been so popular. So many people have been making it. Yeah.
If we want to find the instructions on how to do that,
if you go on to Pink Frog Inspirations page, it's on there. If you go on to Pink Frog Facebook page, it's on there. Or you can go on to my page.
Show the big one? Just
yeah, of course.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
We've all got stamps, but Hazel's actually made this with the tabs from Pink Frog cardstock. And
this is super smooth. So you will need A4 sheets and you score it at 14.5 centimetres from each end.
Yeah.
That gives you 7 millimetres. Gives you a nice gusset because that houses the stamp. It just sits perfectly. So you break your stamp open, you've got an acetate piece and the piece that's got the print on the back.
Lovely.
Put your red liner tape, stick that one down. Now, if I show you with this one, because this is, I've started to do this now because it's so much easier. Stick the stamp set down, take the acetate off, ink all the stamps up, shut the lid, press down, that prints it all in place so Hazel, you know exactly where it is. Yeah, and then stick your acetate over the top.
That is so clever.
And then they just stack on top of each other.
Hazel, that is genius. I've got to tell you, A4 Super Smooth is on our screen right now. We've got the details. Great price on this. 300 GSM, you're getting 160 sheets for £16.98. Saving £5, 617 168 your item number. Okay.
So I'm just heat embossing some sending with love. No, sending lots of love.
Okay.
And enjoy your day. Nice. One we're going to chop up and one we're going to keep intact. So that card's over the wrong way. So we'll go about there.
Lovely.
And then realistically I should have a bit of card. I'm going to use this piece. So this should take no time at all. And I'm going to try and cheat with this one because I've got it all raised up on pads. I'm actually going to put the foam pads on before I chop it up and then it's going to be ready. Hope it works.
Give it a go. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. So again, lovely crisp embossing there.
Yeah. Now we have got this stamp set that Hazel's working with. We've got it on your screen right now. This is your typewriter editions. 15 stamps, but so handy. $14.95 is your price. 136-100 your item number.
Okay, so I've grabbed some of the foam pads. I just ripped mine off in strips of 5 and shove them in my craft bag. I'm going to cut up the way. I know it sounds bizarre to do that, but it's going to give me the easy lift tab where I want it so that I can take all the bits off. So I'm going to take away the bottom piece first because that hasn't got the easy lift tab.
Yeah, perfect.
It hasn't worked how I wanted it to, so I'm just going to shut up. So if you pull it off, make sure the tab's at the top. I'm just going to go across here and fill that in, and then I will chop that. Have I cleared it? Yes. Yeah. And then on the back of this, I'm just going to...
You tried, Hazel.
I did try. I'm very trying, so my husband would say. Right, so just chop that off. We're going to have sending lots of love.
Nice.
And then we're going to piece it all together. So again, I've got the little tabs now to really whip them across, whip them off quickly. So we'll have sending... I can't find it.
Well, this is half the fun.
There it is. Yes, you're making a jigsaw. Sending lots. That's not it. Go away. Of love. Okay. And then we've got a little butterfly. I've just realised I haven't done something yet. Gosh. We haven't done the tulip leaves yet.
Oh, okay.
But it shouldn't take us long.
Now, Hazel, I'm looking at this inspiration, and it is so achievable. I think for anyone who's just starting crafting, if you want, but the card, it looks like I mean, it looks absolutely first rate, like a top-notch, experienced crafter who's been crafting for like 20, 30 years have made this. The techniques that you've got on here, but they're so achievable.
They are achievable. This is the beauty of it. Right, let's go for the tulip. So back to the spring set.
Okay.
We're just going to grab...
See, I'd get the 15 by 36, and this would be my go-to card for birthdays, for any occasion, because you give this to, especially a non-crafter, and say you've made it, they'll be blown away.
Absolutely. Yeah. My mum has just started crafting, and she has blown me away because she always says, I don't know what I'm doing, but she's producing some stunning cards, and it's lovely to see because obviously she's been locked down, and you know it's.
What's your mum's name? We'll give her a mention.
Patricia.
Patricia.
I bet she's watching. Hi,
Patricia.
Mummy.
We're going to look forward to seeing some of your makes in the future. You never know.
Yeah, send them in, Mum. Yeah. Okay, so let's get this on the high speed.
So are you using the emboss to create a resist now, colour?
Absolutely, and because I'm going to use the winkies to paint on there.
I can tell you're a fan of the winkies.
Do you know what? I just like anything messy, really. I love inks and blending inks, creating backgrounds. Yeah. Bit of everything, because I like construction as well. Yeah. I love the challenge of construction.
You kind of do it all, don't you, Hazel?
Yeah. Right, so we'll take some of the green and our brush. Now, that's probably got another colour in there. I'm not going to be too careful with this, but I'm just going to get... I love the way it just resists and the white embossing stays there. Yeah. So we'll get that colour down first, and then we can go on. I'm trying to keep it in the lines because I am going to cut it out and leave a little border around. But once I know that we've got a covering on there, we can then start and add a little bit of darker where we like. Okay, I'm not going to be too careful. But you can see how quite quickly, and then if I wanted to, I could go on top of there, I could dry that, and I could go in and add some shading with one of my pencils as well. Yeah. Don't be afraid to mix your mediums.
That's good advice, Hazel, really good advice. Yeah.
So let's just grab, it's not really going to go with what I'm doing, but just I'll do a little bit just to show you how you can make that pop. Just that little bit of shadow, like that darker colour, and then you just pull that out. I hope you, can you see that all right? There we go. There.
We've got a lovely email from Christine. Would you like me to read it to you, Hazel?
Go on,
This is nice. Christine, thank you so much for getting in touch. If you do want to send in any emails, really simple to do, studio@thecraftstore.com. So Christine is saying, hi Hazel and Yiannis, I absolutely love Pink Frog Super Smooth. I'm with you on that one. Seriously, it's amazing. Now, Christine has attached a photo of her latest project, all made from Super Smooth with blending, die cutting and watercolours. Let's have a little look.
Oh, wow.
Happy 50th. What a 50th.
Absolutely brilliant.
That is incredible. As a 50th birthday, that's going to have pride of place on the mantelpiece.
I think you should save that till next year, Christine. I'm 50 next year.
Okay.
So
there you go. You got
that'll
it.
be perfect for me.
Christine, that is amazing. Thank you so much for sending that in. I'm curious, whose birthday was it? Happy birthday to whoever was celebrating their 50th. But what a beautiful card. And it just goes to show Super Smooth it's held in such high regard. When you talk to a lot of crafters, especially here at the craft store, and say, look, what's your kind of go-to when it comes to card making? A lot of people say the Super Smooth.
Yeah. I'm glad you've been talking, because that means I've cut my little tulip out and we're ready to finish.
Nice.
Okay, and I'm steaming my glasses up. So this is just going to pop down here. Now I could use my foam pads. We'll just use a little bit. Again, we'll do them in strips. And then I've done 2 tulip heads because I didn't know which one I wanted to choose. So I've given myself an option, which is always good.
Better to have choice.
Yeah, I mean, I could put 2 on if I wanted to. Right, so I'm just going to position down and I'm going to just have a little look. See, I actually think, see?
What are you leaning towards?
Well, I'm going to, do you know what I'm actually going to go out? So I'm going to do this one because this one's got a blue one and then I've got 2 different cards.
Okay.
So I need a little bit more foam because I'm going to raise that.
Nice.
And then slight wonk.
That's a beautiful card.
And then I would just pop a little bit of glue on that stem.
Cheeky bit of EVA?
Cheeky bit of EVA, and then I'm just going to, there's a tiny little bit, there we go. If I turn that round for you, that gives us our easel.
A stunning card. Hazel, that is such a lovely, lovely, lovely card. I don't know what you're thinking at home. I'm going to give this card, I'm going to give it a go. I want to get hold of some of the cards. I love the fact, I mean, look, as an easel card, it is going to be the easiest easel card you ever make. So just to create the actual card blank of the easel, because with the 12 by 36, brand new size, we've not brought this to you before, you don't have to do any cutting. It's all there. You're going to be getting an information sheet that tells you 10 different styles of cards that you can make. So you've got that information to hand. We are now... we're over half the stock, so it shows how busy we are. This is Super Smooth in a size that you've not been given before, and just showing you the different techniques. I mean, Hazel just indicating with the demonstration how easy it is to make an easel, but what about that? So, you know, you're going to be making your speciality card blanks with these, a couple of score lines, and then you're jumping straight to the fun bit, which is embellishing, stamping your own mark on them. So this is your Super Smooth. Details are on your screen. We had that lovely email from Christine saying, look, she absolutely loves the Super Smooth. And I know there are so many other viewers who would agree with her. $11.99 is your price, 708-847, your item number there. That's your Super Smooth, but we're not going to leave you out if you're looking for some watercolour cardstock. So same idea, same principle. It's a brand new shape, brand new size, 12 by 36. This is your watercolour cardstock. You're going to be getting 50 sheets of this. It's 280 GSM. But the watercolour cardstock, and we won't go through all of these because there's a lot. But just showing you, with regard to the watercolour cardstock, these are all techniques. So whether it's tearing, using our pencils, here we've got our watercolour pens, our just creating a lovely little wash of colour coming through, jelly plate, card blank. If you want to just do pickups, your texture paste. That's just one board. There are just 3 boards, chock-a-block, full of different techniques. $14.99 is your price. I'm going to tell you a very, very, very quick story with regard to the watercolour cardstock. I was working with Catherine, and we all know I've got so much respect for Catherine as a crafter. And she was guesting a show, and last minute she was like, oh no, I didn't bring my watercolour cardstock. And it just so happened Pink Frog were in that day. So she took a few sheets from them. Kindly, they gave a few sheets for her to use. After the show, Catherine shops a lot here at the craft store. She's on first-term basis with all the call centre, first-name basis. So she went up there and ordered some watercolour cardstock straight after the show. That is how good this is. 14, and I always find, like, when you hear genuine stories like that, it shows you how good a product is. 528177 your item number, $14.99 your price. Over a quarter of the stock of the watercolour cardstock has gone. Just to remind you, brand new size. You've never been able to get it in a 12 by 36 form before. We've got another shape for you, Super Smooth. Now, we've only seen this once on the craft store, but it's another way, a reflection, a different size where we can play around. So you're still getting the benefits of the ever popular Super Smooth, but in a different form. This is your 18 by 24. So see it as kind of like a portrait shape with regard to the different styles. So let me just show you. Here, where are we? So that's one way. That's with the 12 by 36. So you can see that. And there, you've got your portrait mode in.
That's interesting because they're both the Z folds.
Yeah.
So it gives a clear.
Yeah. So you're just seeing that there. $11.99 is your price. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. I started watching Alan Partridge's new show. Have you seen it on BBC One? And it's all based around TV. I've suddenly I feel like Alan Partridge at the moment. I don't feel I'm having my best day. $11.99 is, that's why I was giggling. $11.99 is your price. 651-356 your item number. And we've got the spring collection for you. We're going to have a little look at the spring collection. The colours, the first thing that jumps out to me are the colours that we've got here. So beautiful. We're saying spring, but to me, spring, summertime, perfect for die cutting flowers. This would be fantastic.
Babies as well, because you've got your lilac, which is always a good one. You've got your baby pink, your baby blue, the lemon.
Christenings.
Absolutely.
Going through.
Perfect.
Or new babies, weddings, yeah, everything. So lovely, lovely cardstock. You're getting, how many sheets are we getting in total here? 35 sheets, so 5 of each. It's on the screen. It just looked like there were more. That's why I questioned it. It does look like there were more.
5 of each, I think.
Yeah, that's good. $21.99, but you're also getting the pencils in there as well. So you've got your pencils too. 487270, your item number. Now, we have got some stamp sets for you. Beautiful stamp sets, 5-star reviews on our website. So this is a really good one. If you want to create that kind of sentiments to it and ticker tape effect, $14.95 is your price, 769642 your item number. This is your typewriter editions coming up now. There we go. $14.95 is your price for your typewriter edition stamp set. 15 stamps in total, 136-100, your item number. We also have some spring flowers for you. Now, we were using some of these in our previous demonstration. Actually, was it this one? No. Oh yeah, it was. Sorry, of course it was. Yeah, it's tulip. $14.95 your price, 11 stamps, 099937, your item number. Then we have our chrysanthemums. Very busy for these. That's a beautiful flower. Do you know what, Hazel?
Love that flower.
That with a white emboss and some inks in there. Oh, yes. $14.95 your price, 165554 your item number. Then we have some lilies. Going to have a look at the lilies. Beautiful flowers as well. Love lilies. $14.95 your price, 807733 your item number. Finally, we have got the EVA. It always is. The EVA is such a good glue. I've actually got a board. Yeah. Couldn't find it. So I've got a board for you. I'm just going to show you. So EVA, it stands for ethylene vinyl acetate, but the properties of your EVA, it's incredible. So just looking here at this board, it's odorless, so you will not smell it. It's perfect for your matting and layering. You're getting a quick grab. You can use this on your mirror board, so you're getting no wobbly lines there on the mirror boards. It's long lasting, and that's another big selling point here because it will not go dry or brittle, so it gives you that long lasting flexibility, doesn't go yellow. We can use it for our scrapbooking, and it is perfect for your archival bookbinding as well. All of that in one glue, got to be busy.
Absolutely.
It took me a while to memorise all of that as well, I'll tell you.
You've
making me work
amazing.
hard.
I mean, I only told you at the beginning of the show.
Making me work hard. Written on the back of the board. What are we going to do?
Okay, so we're going to work with the watercolour one this time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make an inverted stepper. Now, because of the length, normally I'd just whip my trimmer in, I'd put it in and I'd cut my 2 lines. Well, I can't because it doesn't fit in my trimmer. So I have to show you the cheats way.
Okay.
So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to score a line at 2 centimetres down. And I've just realised I'm doing this back to front to what the instructions tell you, but it's the same.
Okay.
So you're going to stop at 10 centimetres, and that's why I've chosen a board that has got measurements down the side, because it really does help. Then I'm going to go across to 4, and then I'm going to go across to 20 and do the same. Now, the reason I'm going to 20 is because it's 2 centimetres past the halfway line, because I've come up 2 centimetres, so I'm going past 2 centimetres.
Okay.
As easy as that.
Lovely.
Okay. And then you would rotate that around, and you're going to join all 3 of those up on that 2 centimetre line, and all 3 of those up on the 10 centimetre line.
Nice.
And then we'll just rotate back. We need to put the halfway point in, which is 18. So stop at the score line and do the bottom, but I can't gauge that, so I'm going to flip it over, mark it, and then score it. Okay,
perfect.
so that's the base done. All we need then is a knife and ruler. And then we just... Now, always make sure your blade is really nice and sharp. Dig it in, butt your ruler up and get it into place. And then one cut, that'll go straight through. Yeah. If your blade isn't sharp, then you're going to start getting furry lines. So if you've said, oh, I can't do the knife cutting, that's why, because your blade isn't sharp.
Yeah, you need a good
so
sharp
one
blade.
cut is enough, that's all you need.
Okay.
So then you would pop your fingers in, you want a mounting fold there. And notice I'm just teasing it, and then flip this one up for a valley. Onto the outside, turn it over, that's going to be a mounting, and then you pop your fingers in and press that down. Oh, nice. And that stops you from getting fold lines where you don't want them. So we're just going to go over those score lines.
Hazel, that's very easy to do.
And that gives you your easel. No, it's not. Inverted stepper, that's exactly what it is. So all I've done then is I've cut myself 8 by 18 in the blue, and then 7.5 by 17.5. This is the piece that I'm going to be inking and decorating, but I want to make myself a little border to go on there.
Right.
So I've just reduced it by 0.5 centimetre all the way round, and then I'm going to cut myself a little frame.
Well, the inverted stepper is a card I don't think I would ever have thought to try and tackle, but seeing you explain it like that, it's very simple.
It's one of my favourite cards to make because it's so easy. So all I've done, I'm doing a 1.5 centimetre. I started from the top and I'm stopping 1.5 centimetre from the bottom. Yeah. So I'm going to rotate that round and I'm going to do the same, but I'm just going to cut between. So we've got 1.5 down to 10. That's going to give us that equal frame for the front.
Oof, perfect.
So that's all of that done. So now we can decorate. So I'm going to get my ink. I'm going to use Salvage Patina because it stands out really, really well on the blue card. It just really goes nicely. Yeah. So I've taken that and I'm going to take one of our textures. This is from the first texture set. Okay. And I'm just going to ink that up. And I'm just going to put a little bit of texture around the frame.
Yeah, like that.
In fact, I've probably got enough ink on there if I just keep moving it. And then...
Beautiful.
There we go. So that's that. I've got a little bit there. So I'm just going to move that to one side and a quick clean up of that. And then we will start working on the background.
Okay. Very neat crafting, Hazel. I'm impressed.
So I'm surprising myself, I tell you. I was looking for my heat mat, but I haven't bought it. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink onto my mat, and I'm going to spray that down. Now I wasn't going to use. There we go. We'll just use water on this one. And I just want a watery wash all over the card, just to give me, and if I get it on there and I need it to move a bit more, I can just spritz that over. I just want it faint in the background, if that makes any sense. Okay. So what I'm showing you is this card is really quite wet. Okay. but then we're going to dry it off and then start our stamping and all of our...
Do you need a mat? Lewis has got your mat if you need one.
No, it's fine, absolutely fine. Usually I like a heat resistant or my medium mat because it beads and it gives me a different finish. So I'm just going to dry that down and cheat a little bit. But by dabbing my tissue in, I've got really quite a nice effect, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Nice.
So when you're drying your card off, always dry from behind as well. And that should be absolutely fine for us to start. So I'm going to pick out, go into my second one now. We're going to use some stamps from the Daisy set for this one. I think we'll have 1, 2, and maybe a dragonfly. And I'm just going to pop them. We're just going to build up a few different bits, if that makes sense. So just inking up with your oxide, and I'm going to pop a daisy on that corner, nice and crisp.
Nice. Oh, they're pretty stamps.
They're
aren't
lovely,
they? Really
aren't
nice.
they? I'm just going to change size.
Okay.
And we're just going to... Now, I could use my masket for this, but I'm very aware that we're... really want to finish this card, so I'm going to... What I would normally do is mask out that daisy and then put this behind, but I'm just going to move it up so I get the detail where I want it. Yeah. But all I can say is, if you're a stamper and you haven't yet tried masket, please do, because you need it in your life.
Now we have got the stamps for you. If we'll just show you very quickly a picture of the stamps. So this is a stamp set that we're currently working with. Like this a lot. $14.95 your price for your daisies. 682399 your item number. And you heard Hazel mention about the masket. We have got that. You're getting 10 sheets of the masket. Fantastic. For $9.99. You need this in your life. 976569 your item number. Okay.
So I'm just going to get rid of that green.
Oh, you added the dragonfly in there as well.
I did add the dragonfly. Pretty. I'm just going to bleed out a little bit of that colour. Now, you'll have to forgive me because I've got a little bit of the green winky on here.
That's all right.
So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of, just want it watery. So again, I'm going in with water, which we've already had it wet and it's already been dried, but you can then go in and wet it again. And I'm not doing anything special here, I'm just adding in a little bit of colour. Okay. And to be fair, this bottom bit you won't really see too much. But you can just add, you don't have to colour the whole of the leaves, just add in a few flicks. And then, there we go. So my brush is just kind of dampish, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's not flooding with water. No. But I quite often make just single one-colour cards. Okay. So whether I'm inking with it, whether I'm painting, that's annoying me because I can see that green. Hope you can't see it.
No, we can't see it. It's okay.
I like that.
The winky sneaked in there.
Yeah. So I'm now going to pick up some of the ink and I'm going to blend around the outside. Just a nice soft. And then I'm just going to... This one is one of Sweet Poppy's stencils and I really do like it. Yeah. And I'm just going to see if I can just add in over the top. And I'm annoyed because I didn't bring my brush. I did bring a brush, but it's a black one. So I'm going to go through with my sponge. I just want a little bit of this showing over, just to give another layer.
Registration, yeah. Love Sweet Poppy though.
I do too. Yeah.
This is great.
Right, so I'm not going to come in too far. But that's enough for me. That's enough. Nice. And then we're going to pick some of the words. So I've got relax, life is beautiful. Okay. I love that saying.
2 minutes, Hazel.
How many?
About 2 more.
That will be absolutely perfect. And then this one says laugh every day. Now I don't want to stamp it in one run. So it's clean for me. I'm going to do laugh first.
You strike me as someone who laughs every day, Hazel.
I do actually, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Usually it's somebody else's expense.
It's okay. As long as you're getting your laughs in.
Laugh at myself now. Okay, so I'm just going to gently slide that across there and get every day now. Yeah. And I've just moved that along. And that's perfect. So I've got relax, laugh every day, and then we can stick this onto here. So again, with our EVA, I've gone ahead and cut myself out a little daisy, which I've stamped onto the watercolour, and with the salvage patina.
Well, that's nice. Hey, so you made 2 beautiful cards, and they've been in-depth demonstrations as well. You've really shown us from start to finish how to create these cards.
I do try.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's I try to get lots of demonstrations in, but sometimes it's nice just to bring it back a bit and do 2 more fuller ones rather than me skipping the bits that you need to see.
After watching you, I really feel that we can all tackle these 2 great card blanks.
They are easy, and you will enjoy it. So we've got our little, how am I doing? Are we in the seconds?
No, you've got a minute.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, okay.
So then we'll stick our frame on. I've got enough time just to move that into position. And then we've got this little tag, which I've just made from the strip. So we'll just pop that one across there. And then a little daisy, which we will pop
Lovely.
On the side, and that gives us
beautiful
our little stepper.
Hazel, that's such a nice card. Could you put the card you made earlier as well by the side?
Yes, I can.
Let's have a look. Both of these we've explored this hour. The blues with watercolour, the beautiful purple flower, that is with our Super Smooth. If you've just tuned in, this is now well worth revisiting via the rewind option, so get it from the start. Now, Hazel will be back at 1 with Paola, and I know there's lots more she wants to share with you. Just a reminder, with our different sizes, our new sizes, you are going to get instructions how to create 10 individual styles with them. Thank you, Hazel.